Um. Well, thank you. Big, good morning. It looks like maybe the game is still a little loud. Christ. Maple, good morning. How are you doing today, friends? Is the game a little loud? Can I stand to turn it? I don't know. It's a new game and I'm worried about it. Crafty, good morning. Appreciate both of you guys showing up here all quick like. Let's do that. I'm always so self-conscious about how loud the game is. Oh, Crafty, Big, how are you guys doing today? Appreciate your company. This is casual mode. Hold on. I'm very bad at video games, so I don't know. Alright. It does say recommended. I'm glad. Yeah, you said you're having a busy day yesterday. That's, that happens sometimes, but it's nice when you're done and you're able to relax a little bit. Story. Oh, also, July 13th, yes. Spooky. Why does the left one look so derpy? This Sonic the Hedgehog OC is looking sick. I gotta think that's not good. I respect a game that tells you all the story without any actual words, but there's a lot going on here. Okay. I'm assuming sibling got trapped in that magic ring, and that magic ring gave us a safety bubble, and we accidentally released the devil, right? That sprite is so interesting. What did I do? God, having a bad day. Hold on. Having another rough day. It's tough out there. Surprised, I know I haven't been doing very well today, but we're gonna try our best. We have to persevere, right? Because we don't have an alternative, so we're just it's not like we have an option. So we're just gonna do our best, and part of my doing my best is playing a video game with you guys. Okay, what did I do? Why does that? I don't know why. It looks both retro and HD at the same time, and I don't know how they managed that. It looks like Nematoni, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? It looks like they took an old, Sega Genesis 2D platformer and gave it, a graphical update. Don't it? Also, why is her... look at her power stance. Her legs are spread further apart than she is tall. It's wild. Alright. Well, I'm glad. Whoa. I want good things for you, friend. So I'm glad. No double jump. I'm a rabbit. What do I have besides... Okay. How does that work? I'm pretty sure ears don't work that way. Well, the rabbits also don't wear shoes. So... stuff. Good job, team. We got 10 of those things. We both know it was a good joke. I didn't feel like I needed to tell you. Thank you. It will be rough though. We're doing the best we can. Do they? Alright. Don't let me tell you how to live your life. Mushrooms? Mushrooms? No? Mushrooms. Yes. No. Okay. Yeah. Oh. What are you supposed to be? Can I jump on you? Beans. They were beans. Okay. Why are we fighting beans? Are beans the villain of this game? Because I would love that. It seems so. Oh my god. You know Mario's got Koopas, Sonic's got robots, Rabbit Girl's got beans. Oh Christ! Okay, carrot kind of makes sense, don't it? I love that they turn back into what they are once you bonk them. Oh. Oh, so she has a similar thing like Donkey Kong Country where you can get all of the letters. Donkey Kong Country, you get all the letters, you get a extra life. I'm assuming, well, I mean, no reason to make assumptions. We'll see what happens when you get all those. Thing up there. But yeah, this is I downloaded like climb. Can I climb? There's a rope there. I was expecting to be able to climb. Really? All right. I downloaded like the Steam summer sales going on right now, so I got like 50 new games for really cheap. Is this like a Sonic? Like a what is happening? I am timed. I was expecting like one of those Sonic tunnels. Okay. So if we find the other half of that thing, I'm sure we'll get something for it. But no, yeah, like I downloaded just a ton of games, and that's where I got Celeste. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to play next, but I was going through my checkpoint. I was going through my list of games, and right, this one looked really good. So we're doing this one. I think it's meant to look like a really well-made, like sort of retro 2D platformer. Like it does look a lot like a classic 2D platformer. It's just the graphics are just distractingly good. Like they're too good to be an old game. But other than that, it really does give you that old game vibes so far. Those carrots do be grumpy. And, I mean, yeah, probably. Like, I can't imagine if you just woke up one day and you realized you were a carrot. Like, ah, crap. Oh, man. Oh, they're gonna get it. Thank you, Big. Yeah, like if you woke up and you're like, oh, hey, I'm sentient now. I'm a living creature. What am I, by the way? And you look down and you're just like a carrot. Oh, I can't imagine. That's very nice. Oh my god. If you look at the top left, does that show up on my OBS? It should. There's like a carrot and a eggplant, and it's just like vegetables up there. Keeping track of how many, So, I don't know what happened with my OBS, but I closed it and opened it, and it's still doing that thing where, like, the only way I can get in and out, or the only way I can get out of it is alt-tapping, and it's very frustrating. Oh! Okay, so if you spin through them, they don't turn back, it seems like. Okay, so we got the rest of that thing. It didn't give us anything right away, but I got to... I'm expecting that'll give me something. We'll find out. Whap. Okay. All this stuff we're collecting hasn't given us anything yet. Okay, so 100 of those don't do anything yet. We're collecting so many things, I don't know what any of them do. Well, okay. Guys, as far as completion goes, I gotta say, I like this. Give me a game where I can collect stuff, I'll be happy. All about that collecting stuff. Yeah, like, it makes my brain happy when the numbers go up. So this is just a hub area. This is like a level select. Okay. That makes so much more sense. Time trial. Album? Hold up. What's happening here? Are you really gonna give me like artwork? Alright, well, you know, sure. There just seemed to be a time trial mode. I'll go back in the level, let me do time trial. I'm guessing that this character's name's Kaze. That would make sense, right? And assuming that is her name, gotta say I'm rooting for her. Rooting because they're carrots. No. We gotta start over. We're getting that sweet, sweet speedrunning record. It's fine. It's fine. We're all right. It's fine. Oh god, sloppy bees. How did? Well, one more time. The level's called Cranky Carrots. Eh. I think I would be doing more of that. This. That's probably like the strat, right? No. God, I knew it was coming up too. While we're here, Kaze is the Japanese word for wind. So in case you didn't know that, you're not watching enough Naruto. Oh, that's the play right there. That's how you do it. Eat it, you nerds. Oh. I'm mad. What's that on the top left? Hold up. What did I just see just now? 35. Okay, so we're really just trying to beat 50, right? 50 time units. What do we get if we do? That's how you unlock the gun. We taking this very seriously. That red face thing that follows me is also very cute. I'm expecting that's either my sibling or friend or like something. I'd say love interest. I'm not sure how old this character's supposed to be actually now we're on the topic. I like clipped right into that enemy. That seems weird. Also, doesn't this level seem like it's different than it was before? Like, is there like gaps and stuff that there weren't there before? I feel like there are. Like, that felt different to me. Ah. I got an achievement for that. Cool. like, okay, there we go. See, we had everything else besides that, so I really wanted to get that before we continued. Jelly Jungle, how dare you? In my own house. We're gonna drink some coffee and wait for my medicine to kick in, and we're gonna have a nice time. Yes. Oh my, that do be jelly, and we are in a jungle, so like, oh you poor soul. Oh my god, I couldn't even imagine the constant hell these things must go. Oh my god, I'm gonna put these things out of their misery. I couldn't even imagine living like that. Implying I don't already look like that. Kind of vegetable are you supposed to be? You look cranky, I'll tell you that. Try not to judge a book by its cover, but I don't know. Do you guys know which vegetables can just float in the air like that? Well, she's old enough to smash, so like, I don't know. Hold on. In the air. Gotcha. Judy Hopps confirmed for Smash Brothers. You'll love to see it. Yar. Could have just been doing our glide, but I did not want to, so that red face is there to let you know when you have an extra hit. Yeah. So it functions identically to the mask in Crash Bandicoot then in that case. Oh, and if you get another one, you just get money. Alright. So I'm going, well, it's really hard to know until we've done more than one level, right? So like, I was gonna say, I'm assuming each level requires 100 of those things, but I actually have no reason to, that's just an assumption. So let's finish up the level and find out. Some may require more, I suppose. I do love that they give you these sort of like Donkey Kong Country style bonus games. And I gotta say, she handles very well. She has a little bit of more momentum than you'd expect. Like you'd expect a rabbit character to be like really quick, but if you look, you hold left, it takes her a little bit to get going. You hold right, like it takes her a little bit to move from a standstill. Although if you jump, she immediately goes full speed. So that seems to be the play. God, those poor creatures, I could not even imagine. I will say, the fact that you need to collect all of those... Oh, we didn't get the other half of the thing. Alright. It does seem to be 100, so that's good. So we gotta go back and find the other half of the thing. This is actually a good time to test, though. Because I was going to say, I don't know if it saves it. Like, if we went back, if we'd have to get the other one again, or... Like, I got to assume it saves them, right? Right? Ah, we'll find out. I will say it's a little disappointing that, like, they just seem to be... They don't do anything. like in Donkey Kong Country, the bonus games, the coins that you get from finding and beating bonus games, they unlock bonus, like extra levels, harder levels. And I don't know for a fact that these don't, but it doesn't seem like they do. Don't get me wrong, I like collecting stuff, but I was kind of hoping. So if that's any indicator, it should be at the beginning of the level, or earlier in the level. I'm a little disappointed that I missed the thing. Keep an eye out. Aha! I seen it that time. It's funny because I looked at that spot down there as we went by, and I was like, part of me wanted to check it, but I thought I was being ridiculous. Like I've got a bad habit of checking like every single spot everywhere, so I just didn't want to. So that's my own fault. Well, all right. So we're close enough to the end. I was gonna go back and hit the stopwatch, but we can at least get finish up the level again. Alright. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I love that. I don't even know how I did that. Oh, man. I was going hard right. You know what it was? I think I was expecting, I just assumed I was going to land on it, and I was going to keep holding right, so I bounced up into the right? It didn't even cross my mind like that I would just miss the thing. Oh, that's awful. You alright? Also, I know I just died in the stupidest way possible, but this isn't like as difficult as an old 2D platformer, so like you can tell that's what they were going for, but I mean, it's been fun so far, don't get me wrong. But, going for that sweet time trial. Alright. What time do I need? 1 minute 15 seconds. She gets a little bit of speed when she does that spin. Darn. Alright. Probably not ideal, but no damage. Oh my god, is there an additional thing for not taking any damage? What is wrong with this game? Did I take damage in the last one? How many collectibles do you want me to have? Hold on. Is that like no damage for time trial, or is that just no damage period? Don't get me wrong, I love a game with collectibles. Look at this. Cool it, game. Relax a little bit. Also, thank you, babe. Appreciate it. Let's go back and not take any damage this time also. Take a drink of coffee. The villain's at her sky lair just waiting for us. Meanwhile, we're like beating up carrots in a garden somewhere over and over and over again. I do really want to like stat some of these vegetables though. Like my D&D game would benefit from giant carrot monsters. I think that'd be great. Alright, now's where we find out. Hey, okay. So you just do it no damage. I'm looking forward to finding out what the next collectible is that we have to go back for. Oh. Alright. Alright. Rad. What? Question marks and 2 out of 6 of those green things. Oh, that's okay. So that's optional. That's not a level. That's apparently a thing you unlock by getting enough of those green things. Oh, they even show up on the wall. Look at them. Behind her. Oh no. I'm sorry, friend. Dogs are real sensitive to that kind of stuff. But I love him, and hopefully they calm down soon. What? Okay. Move. Why she was just like stuck in place, and I couldn't see her, so I don't know why. Those are... They're flamey, so am I to expect they're like peppers? That's a tomato, I know that's a tomato. But what is he shooting? Okay. Oh, it's one of those masks we heard about. Like double jump or flights? Oh, you just let me fly. That is... Oh, man. I'm assuming we're gonna get to keep this, and, can I, like... What is she shooting at? The wildest thing. I read that and my brain was like Donkey Kong. I had no idea he had an issue with roofers. I was very confused. Code, good morning. Thank you. I appreciate you. I got Donkey Kong on my mind because this game reminds me a lot of Donkey Kong, so that's my own fault. And puppies do be like that. Hey. Guys, we're nailing it. 10 out of 10. Assuming those, yeah, so it even has like the thorn bits like Donkey Kong Country. No. Right, well that stinks. It's not as controlling her in the air she doesn't control as easily as Squawks does in Donkey Kong Country. So like those thorn walls are more of an issue. Donkey Kong Country, you have to like go out of your way to touch the walls. Here though, no, she's I probably just need to get used to her, to be honest. I'm being unreasonable. Don't it? Like I wasn't getting too many Donkey Kong Country vibes, but then all of a sudden they bust out the flights and thorn walls, and all of a sudden, yeah, that's where we're at. I didn't realize we only had to get so many. I was going hard. I was prepared to get all of them. Alright, so nothing there. It's a fun game so far, but yeah, this seems a little, I mean, if you're gonna copy a game, have it be a good game. It's fine. We call it an homage, which is French for like if you take some eggs and you scramble them and then you fold them and you put some cheese and like ham and stuff inside. No worries, friend. Don't feel obligated. I like to chat, but you know, don't worry about it. Like hanging out. Interested in what you're working on, but you can tell us about that later if you want to. Just, you know, glad you decided you wanted to hang out. That's the end of the level. So we should have everything then besides the don't take damage thing, which yeah, we're probably gonna have to go back and do that. Oh, and time trial, because life's not fair sometimes. So it does seem like those green things may unlock a special level. They unlock something. And by extension, the other ones may too. So I shouldn't have made that assumption. Give the game a chance. Oh, that must be how many are in this area. Or yeah, let's hold off on figuring that out, I suppose. I can't imagine what the time for this one is going to be. But let's find out. Minute 30. That seems a little much, but all right. I mean, like a little low, but all right. We're gonna do this carefully and not take damage this time. Although, what was I gonna say? Probably nothing. We're gonna have to play it safe, and we're not gonna take damage. Man, tomatoes this time of year, let me tell you. Careful if you're going out to your garden. Bring your safety vest. Make sure you got your helmet on. Look both ways before you cross the street. Stop. She also can't ascend nearly as fast as you can in Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country, if you're in the air and you are rapidly pushing the fly button, you'll launch upward. Oh. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, Nematode is like a just very good at a bunch of things I didn't know about. Besides being a wonderful friend and just like animal whisperer, Nematode is a real life druid and just apparently a great artist. I didn't realize. You wiener. Is this really necessary? We beat the level. Why are you doing this? The time trial would likely be easier than this because there's health spread around. We could tank some damage and keep going. Versus this, it's like there's some spots where it's just very hard to get through without taking damage. Those poor creatures just like evaporate, or I guess disintegrate. They just like burn up in like a bit of ash. Yeah, the way she's got I said she can't ascend as quickly. That's true, but also she has a lot more momentum in the air than in Donkey Kong Country. In Donkey Kong Country, as long as you're moving, you can typically like just turn on the spot very easily. Here, it's like she's got so much weight. If she's fallen, she's fallen. It's like you have to keep tapping to keep her there because when you stop, she like plummets. But at the same time, if you push it, she's launching upwards. Just like, yeah, like I was saying, just a lot more momentum than you'd expect. Oh, I very nearly touched one of those there. I would have been very upset. Alright. How in the world are we supposed to do this in a minute and a half? Is that like... I mean, I recognize I was going really slow just there to be safe, but... I mean... This seems really... I don't know. Third of our time. I haven't taken damage yet either. What's happening? Turns out I was just playing too carefully. That's why. Hold on. I'm trying really hard to pull this off. No. No. Yeah. Air dry clay. That sounds fun. Sounds like you are really digging it because clay is from the ground. See, it's all right. I'm doing the best I can. I'm sorry. So I thought that was the best place to tank the damage and keep going, because I didn't have to wait for those walls of things. I may need to wait just as long on those tomatoes, and to be honest, they represent a bigger risk to me. So I don't know, I was 10 seconds away, and I was right there, so I didn't have a ton of time left, and yep, there we go. Alright, never mind, we're just gonna keep going. Oh. Alright, we got our doggles boggled, right. All I can think of is this is a majorly wasted opportunity for like Skechers or something. They could have sponsored this game. The power-ups could have been shoes instead of masks. Man, I'd buy it. I did, but I would have bought it a second time. You know me, I'm a big fan of selling out. Like that Michael Jordan game, Michael Jordan Chaos in the Windy City, where the power-ups are Gatorade and Wheaties and Skechers. It's amazing. Not as of yet. They keep ignoring the notes on bricks that I keep throwing through their window. Alright. Ember, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? I appreciate you. Alright. I figured I wanted to be like... You want to be confident, you want to be assertive, so I figured that'd be the best way to contact them, and I don't know if that's true or not, because they haven't responded. It's very hard to learn from your mistakes if people keep filing a restraining order. Fine, clan. That doesn't even rhyme. Try harder, game. Hey, I'm glad you're doing great, and while I don't know what's happening tomorrow, I'm equally excited. Oh, she can't. Really? Alright. Well, that's how you want to do it. That's your own business, game. That sounds wonderful. I love that. That sounds like a lot of fun, friend. I'm happy for you. Right, so it's like a barrel. So, what I'm seeing so far in this game is this is what Donkey Kong Country 3 should have been. Because it sucked. Oh, God, that sounds adorable, friends. Friend, you're a treasure. I love you. You're wonderful. Thank you. That sounds really fun. That reminds me. Oh my God, that reminds me of a thing I did like a long time ago with my friends. So yeah. I was trying really hard to let go of that vine. It's like getting her to let go of those is actually kind of difficult. She just automatically grabs onto it. So there's no way to fall through it. There's no way to fall through it. You have to grab it and then let go. It just lets you keep trying. Oh, those green things are lives, aren't they? Oh no, that just tells me how many I have. So, where's my lives at? Do you have lives in this game? I don't think you do, which is just amazing. I've been saying for a long time, extra lives in video games is an archaic system that we should abolish. She can't do her hover all of a sudden? What's happening? I mean, escape room sounds fun too. I've always wanted to do one of those, but I don't have any people to go with. I never leave my house. The only people I know exist on the internet, which isn't a bad thing, but you can't do escape rooms with internet people. We got it after way too many attempts. Beta carotene, huh? Watch out, guys. They'll make our vision better. Oh, I've never been to one. They sound like a lot of fun. So I'm jealous. Apparently they're much more of a common thing than I realized. I didn't think they were like... Yeah, that's not something I come across in my day-to-day life, but it sounds like Amber's bumping into an escape room every other day. Just to leave her house. Escape room. Man, I was gonna talk about the thing that my friends and I did together a while back, but I'm gonna be honest, Amber, you're making me feel like I don't measure up. I've got a long way to go. I've not lived, apparently. Am I the one here who's never done an escape room? Christ. Oh, man. Alright. Yeah, I believe that, actually. I never leave my house, so, like, when am I ever gonna bump into an escape room? You usually have to go to them. I think that's everything besides the time trial and the no damage thing. God, I love those emotes. Thank you. Good luck. I don't have a physical body. I only exist on the internet. But also, thank you. That's fun. Actually, I mean, I love the idea of them. It sounds like a lot of fun, but like that requires a mode of transportation and friends, and I mean in-person friends. I don't have either of those things. So that's too bad. The closest thing I managed was a long while back. I think, God, I'm trying to think about when that was. It had to have been like freshman high school, maybe, like minute 25. like freshman high school, maybe, like somewhere, like it was a while back. But we did a Godzilla movie thing. So we just watched Godzilla movies, but we also made snacks, and the fun part was the snacks because it was like salsa volcano and little sausage, little Smoky Link humans and stuff. So we're eating Smoky Link people and salsa volcanoes. It was great. Just, you know, snacks and Godzilla movies. Ah! Ooh. Pictures taken moments before disaster. Huh. Oh yeah, you did say you were gonna go see Pointy. I'm gonna be honest, I'm jealous. Pointy's wonderful. Oh, if she gets to the end of one of those ropes, she just stops moving. No! Ah! I'm gonna save it? Oh! Tag. That's a tough one. I don't know how close we were. I gotta think we're really close though, right? Ah, that's too bad. I gotta get in the habit of gliding while I'm in the air, even if I don't think I need to, because I keep jumping and barely missing the thing I want to jump on. Because she falls faster than you think she would. There we go. You do a glidey glide. No. Oh, I was playing so well and I just... God. God, silver. Why even keep it? Just throw it on the ground. Garbage. Bunny lady, we're getting gold. You're not eating tonight. Oh, that got dark. I'm sorry. So, if I hold down the attack button, does she go faster? Is that a thing? No. It's throwing me off. Like, she moves the same speed rate. There's no run button. Perfect. God. Oh, that. So it's so much tighter than the last one. Judy Hopps. Come on now. Actually, you know what this looks like? Alright, Amber, appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out. Lurky lurk. You know what this game looks like? It occurred to me. This does in fact feel like I said, an old like Genesis or Super Nintendo 2D platformer that they like did better graphics on. They did like a graphical redesign. That is true. But also, if you've ever played MapleStory, this looks so much like MapleStory. It's actually spooky. It looked like something, and I couldn't put my finger on it. MapleStory. This is basically my MapleStory. All right. Oh. I believe that's everything except for the no damage thing, but the no damage thing is actually easier. So let's just do that real quick. Hey, thank you. Just how I like my steaks. Alright. Big appreciate it. Actually, speaking of food, you guys been eating? Did you guys eat today? No judgment, but I want to make sure you guys ate today. It's funny the way like this game, like that stopwatch time trial mode thing for these games. It's this like isn't the only game that does that. A lot of games do that, but I've never had a time trial in one of these games that actually feel like I was trying to speedrun. I mean, it's usually like not that precise. Like you just walk in a straight line between point A and point B. In this game though, like that was like some serious like speedrunning strats I was having to do. Like bounce on this enemy, so you don't have to jump onto that platform. You can just skip a step, because that's really what speedrunning's like. If you kill this enemy this way instead of that way, then you can get there one cycle early and not have to wait on the spiky boys. That kind of stuff. I don't know. I'm sorry, friends, but at the same time, I'm worried now. I'm joking. I was worried before. No, that's who I am as a person. Worried about you being sick. I'm worried about you not eating. I do really want to stat one of these carrot monsters, though. I don't know, I'm still looking for people for my new D&D campaign. I need like 1 or 2 more people, but like honestly, if I can find one more person, like I would be fine with that. But you know, we're low on people's what I mean. So I've been making notes and like creating monsters and adding stuff, but we can't play. So it's just like I've been spending all my time just like designing stuff. But this actually gives me an idea. There's a rabbit farmer person, right? And the part. Well, okay. To clarify, the setting is in like this fey forest, so like enchanted. Think like unicorns and fairies and gingerbread houses and stuff. So like they come across this farmer who's having trouble with their crops. Players go out back. They find out. Oh, right, just giant carrot monsters. They gotta subdue the giant carrot beasts. Ah, Amber, good morning. Oh, that sounds extra nice. I'm happy for you, friends. Not the back hurting part, but the being in bed part. Friend, I'd love to have you in our game, but like you're already in a game, and I don't want to hog all of your time. You got a lot of that stuff to do. You're doing art stuff. You're in another game. You know, it's fine. I'd love to have you, but yeah, I don't want to like, yeah, to take up all your friendship time. Whoa, my. Okay, so this level has Nightmare Corn. Jesus Christ. I'm adding these things. You know I ain't. Right. Was that a pineapple? What are you? That is a pineapple, right? What movie are we watching? Right, this corn is the scariest thing I've seen in a long time. So that is a pineapple crab? Because it's not elongated, right? But at the same time, what else could that be? Like, that's a pineapple. A snap doggo. But also, this is exactly like a Donkey Kong Country 1 level. There's a level in Donkey Kong Country 1 where you need to hit these light switches. You play red light, green light with these enemies. Exactly like this. Oh my god, that's a, what's that, dragon fruit? Like, it's one of those, I think it's a dragon fruit. That looks so cool, actually. I love how they designed that. It's like a porcupine thing. I love that. Look at this thing. Like, it's cool and adorable. Look at that. That's just a dragon fruit porcupine thing, and I love him. I want a plushie of that. Oh my god, I love that. But, hold on. Oh, yes, please. I love interesting, character designs, and you're, right, and you're one of the best artists I know, so, like, I refuse to kill any of those, dragon fruit friends, so if it means we die, then that's just how we're gonna die. I do have a hover though, so I should be using that. No, but I'd love to see a dragon fruit inspired character. Look at that. It looks like Bulbasaur, but like tropical. Right. No, I wouldn't worry about like you not being able to make it. Like that's the thing though, like I really do like to have an extra person because sometimes people do get sick. Like I'm the same way. Like sometimes I can't play. Like I don't have that option now. Like as a DM you're not allowed to do that, but still. But yeah, like that's why I like to have just one extra person. So like 4 people would be great because if someone doesn't show up, I can still make a game work with 3 people. Right now we got 2. Really? Oh, I swear I just phased through that platform. Yeah, so that's why I say 3 people to run a game. Like ideally 4, but 3 people to run a game. Don't know. And I gotta assume I can't bonk those dudes. Just because, that's how they work in Donkey Kong Country. They're unkillable and fast, and you just have to play red light, green light with them. Dragon fruit in Hebrew is... Pidia? That sounds pretty. Am I right? Oh, well, I appreciate it, friend. Hope it goes well for you. Still have a good day at stream. Friend, you're wonderful. Thank you. And no, I hope it goes well for you. From what I hear, it's just like loud, but as long as you just you keep a level head about it, it's not that bad. But that's from what I've heard. I've never had one done myself. Oh my god, this game has the good bouncing mechanic. Oh yeah, dragon fruit sounds really cool. That's something I never thought about. Like people learning English, it's just we call it dragon fruit, and I don't know why it's dragon fruit, but it does sound really cool. I'm sure you'd be familiar with it. Yeah, like once I can imagine after the first time, it just seems kind of like mundane. Actually, you just kind of hang out there. Dragon eggs, I think that's really cool. So when I say the good bouncing mechanic, if you hold down the jump button, this is just me holding down the jump button. Some games do this. Mega Man does this. Donkey Kong Country does this. Some games like Mario require you to time it right. So like, you have to push the jump button while they're contacting the bouncy surface to do a high jump. And if you hold it down, they don't. This is the better way. Like you just hold down the button, they'll just keep doing it. That's amazing, actually. This game just went up like 7 points in my mind. Donut machine. Although now I want a donut. Bees, when don't you want a donut? That's fair. Nailed it. Friend, there is a pit over there I didn't even notice. Friend, that makes you the jelly filling. Oh my god, you're the raspberry now. I'm rushing, and I've got plenty of time. Like, why am I hurrying? You know? Oh god, that's just greed. I need to be more patient. Ah! God, thank you. I love each of you. Even further beat. Yes, thank you. Okay. Alright, appreciate it, Nematodi. Good luck. Talk to you later, friend. I wasn't even paying attention. Nematodi's great. She does really, really good artwork stuff. We're chatting a bit. She's, got invited to a D&D session. Oh, I don't know why I thought that would work. Oh god, we're all the way back here again, aren't we? Why am I like this? I'm a monster. Okay. Time this better. There we go. She was really excited about doing some D&D stuff. And rightly so. It's a fun game. I've been really wanting to do some D&D for a while. It's hard to find people. Like, once you become an adult, it's like having a bunch of people have the same time off every week. Like, that is just hard to schedule. Being an adult's difficult. It's something they don't. I'm glad we died. I didn't see that the first time. Alright. Something you don't know about being an adult until you're there. It's just hard being able to schedule anything ever. As a kid, it's like, yeah, it's fine. Teenager? Got all the time in the world. What time do you want to hang out? I'll be there. I'll be there several hours early. We can just loiter somewhere. I really do need to start playing smarter, like, yeah. Yeah, let's actually play intelligently for once in my life. I mean, I told you before, Big, I was a bad kid. I was, doing all kinds of illegal things, like even jaywalked a few times. Don't tell anybody. I'm still hiding out from the cops. Ah, Kaze status. Ellie is sprawled out across the top of my desk napping. Aww. Bella's curled up. She's in a donut shape. The box to the right of my desk, it's got like her blanket on and her toy. She's in a donut shape around there. But I can tell she just got done cleaning herself because she's got like bedhead really bad, like her hair's sticking up like all over. And Miles is on my bed. He's actually the one on my bed. He's curled up on the other side of the box. I fed them just before the stream started, so they are laying. They just got done eating. They're laying down for some nap time. Oh God, I always knew it was gonna come down to this. All right, well, it's time my reign of terror ended. If we're being real, yeah, I understand. My only regret is I couldn't do more jaywalking. You know how, like, yeah, if you could go back in time to redo something, what would you redo? I would go back in time and I would commit more crimes. That's my wish. I do love how this, the place lights up, though. It's a really pretty effect. Like the background and stuff, even. Like, when the place is lit up, it's really pretty. And when it's dark, it's, kind of spooky. It's a really pretty level. No. God, wasn't expecting him to stand there for 6 weeks. Constantly deadlifting. Oh, if you want some D&D jokes, I've got a couple. Hold on. Actually, while we're on the topic of necromancers get a lot of hate. Like, honestly, I'm not exactly sure how warranted it is. It's kind of messed up if you think about it. Because really, all they're trying to do is raise a family in peace. Guy, you know, jump too late. Because I don't want to ever stop holding right, so I need to jump earlier than that. That was dumb of me, though. I shouldn't be playing like that. I love this sound effect it does when you touch them. I love the forest in the background. Like, the parallax scrolling and everything. It's easier to see when it's lit up, but it even keeps doing it once it's dark. You can see all that, like, those trees in the background, like, a few different layers, and it's really pretty. I love the shades of blue, I love the shades of purple. This is really, I don't know why I like how this level looks so much, but I do. And I will say, while we're on the compliment train, having nice things to say about this game. No! Having nice things to say about this game. I do enjoy some of these enemy designs. Like, they're simple, but like, I mean, all it is just vegetables, but angry at you. But like, I like some of these. The tomato with the bazooka, like, corn demon, dragon fruit friend. I do kind of wish like the pineapple looked more like a pineapple, because I don't know why the pineapple's body is so smushed, but I guess like maybe if they were any taller it'd be harder to get over them or something. Don't know. But there's a lot of really fun stuff here. Truth be told, the only enemy design... Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence about the pineapples, because I hate how their body is so short. Like, it does not look like a pineapple in that way. Besides that, the only enemy design I don't like is the, those pea pod things that don't really look like anything in particular. No. Yes! Okay. Oh, nailed it. Alright, what's up? And I got no damage on that. That's great. It's okay, Amber. We're here for you. We're here for you. We're supportive. If you need somebody to talk to, you know, it's okay, friend. You're not in this alone. We did both of them at the same time. Rad. Is that enough crystals? We need one more. Yeah, like I never heard about this game either, but I was just browsing games in the Steam Summer Sale, and this one popped up, and it looked fun. You know, I enjoy a 2D platformer collectathon. It seems like my Bean Bay. It seems like my business. I got another D&D related joke for you. A couple actually. I may have told you them already, or you may already know them, so I apologize. Oh, no, it was funny. My reaction was pretending I was pretending like I didn't know it was a joke. Is my response to that. I like to pretend like jokes aren't jokes because I think that's funny. But no, it was a good joke. Oh, they swim. Are those potatoes? They're holding on to a pea pod, but they're potato. What is happening? Why? Hold on. How does she swim? That's the weirdest thing. Oh. What? Oh my god. She automatically surfaces. She can't stay underwater. You push the attack button and she does this, but she automatically floats to the top. You cannot stay down. And you can't do this more than once. You can only do it when she's at the surface. I was very confused how I couldn't move her out of the water. Like, that's the best she can do. Which I guess makes sense because, like, yeah, your character shouldn't be able to breathe indefinitely, but it's also, I'm playing as a flying rabbit fighting carrots, so, you know. Alright. Secret. I thought they were like beans too, but they're brown, and if you look... what are... my god. Radishes? Onions. Demons, right. I think these are radishes just because if you see the curly thing on the top of their head, I think those are radishes. But no, the bean guys. If, when they were in the water, you can actually see that they were behind that pod. Because you could see their little legs kicking once they're in the water. So they weren't in that pod, they were behind the pod holding onto it. That's an artichoke? Yeah. I'm gonna jump on you. Well, I mean, I can, but I shouldn't, right? Yeah, these guys, if you look at that behind the last one there, they're behind it. And they're brown, and I don't understand what else they could be, like potato doesn't make sense either, but what are they? Okay, yeah, you kill them and it turns into like those four... I mean, those three brown things are bean-shaped on the ground there, aren't they? I suppose they could just be some generic brown bean, but that seems really disappointing, right? Like, I don't know. Yeah, rock music. Thank you. Blessed. Appreciate you. Good job. I'm gonna tell you some D&D jokes. So if you already know them, just for my sake, pretend like you don't know them because that makes me sad. How do you find the radius of an enchanted forest? Well, first, you have to locate the centaur. Why do rogues wear leather? Because it's made of hide. Yes. God, it's my favorite. That's my number one. I was gonna do that one next because that's my number one. Lovely. This is difficult. I hate that. When she falls in the water, she automatically dives. So she automatically dives, and you can't keep her down there, so she's gonna float up into danger. I hate that. Like, going down in the water there, I don't like that I'm forced to dive in that situation. Oh, that's frustrating. What can I say, Amber? I'm funny. if I float into the water... Alright, fine. That's still not ideal because, like, while you're floating, you can get tagged by whatever you're trying to dodge. I'm upset about that because... Shark. I'm upset about that because up until now, everything's been dandy. Fine, even, if you'd go so far. Guys, we are a shark. Whoa, snip snap, doggo. Alright, she looks like a rejected Sonic the Hedgehog character. She already looked like a rejected Sonic the Hedgehog. I still have my ears. Oh, they look all cool now, though. Okay, now I can swim freely. So the reason they made the swimming in this game bad is to give you an excuse to put on a shark mask. If you don't want to swim badly, you have to be a shark. Gotcha. Don't tell me what to do. Secret? Well, I mean, if that's the case, there's a lot of ice out in the winter. Like, a lot of it. So that's probably smart, actually. God, I'm gonna hate speedrunning this. Because of that water dumbness. Who are you? Now that we gotta look at this thing, that is a radish, right? Like, look at the thing on top of its head. That is, in fact, a radish. Yeah. Oh, I missed one. God. That's the first time we've missed one. That's actually disappointing. Alright. Just casually commit a murder. Oh, she'd be going. I will say, with this mask on, she handles very well. Yeah, like that. That's very, like, underwater. Now she handles great. Makes sense. Oh, well, I mean, I can't imagine you could stay in business that way. That doesn't seem like a practical business model. That seemed like something they should have thought about before they took out a loan, and honestly, I'm surprised the bank gave them one. I don't know. Like, there are several steps there along the way that you think somebody would have stopped and, like, thought about that, you know? Oh, that does remind me of a food-related. Well, yeah, that reminds me of another joke. It's one of my dad jokes, but I don't believe any of you guys ever redeemed this one. It's funny how some of them have been picked like many, many times, and some of them I don't think have been picked like at all. Oh, I don't know why I thought she could charge through that. I just, for some reason, I assumed she could charge through that. She can charge through these guys. Well, that didn't count. I wasn't charging. Charge through these guys? I swear to God I went through one earlier. Alright, fine. Okay. But no, did you hear about the, cannibal who showed up late to the dinner party? Apparently he got the cold shoulder. Lovely. I'll say it's really satisfying swimming as this shark, though. Like I don't know, she handles really well. So as much as I hate the regular swimming here, clearly, we've established they had to do that to justify giving you the swim upgrade. I recognize that. It's just one specific thing about the swimming I hate. It's the, well, when she jumps in the water, she's forced to dive immediately, whether you want her to or not. I think if that weren't the case, it'd be perfectly fine. Like, I think it'd be great, actually. I kind of like the fact that she, it doesn't handle super well in the water, like, that's fine. She can only dive for so much time, like, Ocarina of Time, like, that's how it works there. Oh, I knew that was just gonna happen immediately. I do not know why I tried. Oh, man. They're awful stingy with these checkpoints, though, aren't they? I do love how they all have snorkels. That's cute. The joke being that they're just all really stupid. So I enjoy that. It is making me want to add some vegetable monsters. Like I said, I think that'd be a fun addition to the campaign. You just have this rabbit farmer and just they've just been a whole bunch of vegetable monsters. My mailman told me this. Ah, yeah, delivery's like 90% of the joke is delivery. Oh, I missed exactly one crystal and I didn't get the K. Is it going to make me get all of the letters again if I don't get the K? I'm curious about that. But we did get the green. We gotta go back and find one pink crystal thing. Perfect. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna go back and grab the stuff we missed, but like, so far we've yet to beat a level without getting all of the Kaze letters and all of the pink crystals. So like, while we've been going back to get stuff, we've never had to go back for those. And that's disappointing to me. I'm gonna have to find where there's a crystal though, because I don't remember missing any at all. So, how far back do I gotta go for one of these things? I will say in the water she can't make a sharp turn. You see how she has to turn like that. She can't turn on a dime, so like this is the best she can do. So if you're mindful of that, she handles very well. But you just have to be careful that she can only turn so sharp. It's not really that bad. It's just as long as you're mindful of it. So there's really just none here. Well, yeah, we gotta go back and find a crystal, I suppose. Jesus. You know. The other 1% of the jokes, I just now saw that, thank you. Blessed, that's wonderful. Big, that's very important. They come into your own house and they disrespect you like that. Amber, I don't want to, like, be a jerk about it, but how do you think I feel when you come into my own stream and you outpun me? You know, is there like exactly 100 pink things in this level? I just happen to miss one of them. What's happening here? Sharkman look fierce though, don't he? Look at that. Look at Sharkman. Being all intimidating. Maybe there just isn't 100 pink things in this level. Have you thought about that? Have you ever given that a ponder? Osa? Is that a Ponderosa joke? Why? No, I can't get up there. Where in the world am I missing a... We're restarting the level. I love that. It's adorable. There's the K. Did I really not... I grabbed it the first time and then I died and I stopped going back over there. Okay. Well, I mean, okay. That's the thing we were missing. Besides one of those pink crystals, so like that should be alright. Which subreddit did you find, friend? Short. Word avalanche. Oh my god, that sounds just like 6 minutes of setup for a terrible pun. I love the idea of that. I've always been of the opinion that the longer the setup of a joke is, the better the joke. If it takes you just forever to explain a joke, blessed. You want the audience to feel like you've wasted their time. That's the goal. In fact, I've got a joke like that, but now that you know that's what I'm doing, it wouldn't be funny. So I'll give you that joke sometime, but it can't be right now. It'll have to be once we move on from this conversation. Thank you, Amber. Also, I apologize. My medicine is starting to kick in really hard, and I don't know how much longer I'll be able to. I'll still be able to read, but large chunks of text at a time I'm gonna have an issue with. That's gonna happen. I have a very hard time focusing my eyes on one thing more than just a couple seconds. So I'm gonna do the best I can, but if I start missing conversation, I apologize. Hey. Alright, we got... I missed another... Alright, the benefit of those green crystals is you can, in fact, just go back and grab that one. So, like, we are going to have to go back twice for for the time trial and for the no damage. Well, have I taken damage yet? We might just have to go back for the time trial. In which case, that's disappointing. We wouldn't be able to do the green thing and the time trial in the same one. But I would be able to poke my that green thing we're missing is at the very beginning, so that it shouldn't take very much time at all to go back and do that. I like this swimming mechanic. I know I keep saying that. It's just like you don't have to push any buttons. I'm doing all of this with just the joystick. Like, she just moves through the water like that, and it's just really, I don't know. It feels just right swimming. Okay, we missed the first half of the green thing. Like I said, we're going back for it. Power explosive because some of this one. I'm going to be honest, Amber, I feel like I'm having a stroke. What am I looking at? Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, that just messed my brain all up. Hey, no damage. Lovely. Alright, we're going to do the best we can. Once we get that green thing, we've unlocked that door. This looks like a boss, don't it? Mother Mona. Oh, I'm eager to see what you are. So in that case, then there's exactly enough green crystals to open that door. So assuming each world has something like this, if you get the green crystal in each world, it gives you something special. And considering this is a circle on the ground like all of the other levels, I'm really hoping it's a bonus level. Mother mama. I mean, yeah. Technically. I don't mind underwater levels. It's just you can do them really well, you can do them really badly. Some games do them badly. Some games not bad at all. I love Donkey Kong Country underwater levels. Mario World has decent underwater levels. Mega Man is just all Mega Man water levels are is there's spikes everywhere, and now you have a high jump. That's it. Because they all underwater levels in Mega Man are just always full of spikes. Because like I think they recognize that once you give the player the ability just to high jump everywhere, they're like, ah crap, now we're gonna need something to slow them down a bit. Oh, hold on, I'm dumb. Hold up. You know what game has a really good water level? Ocarina of Time. Water Temple. There it is. Do not understand how I missed this again. Alright. This minigame is fun and all. Late night cornflakes. Ooh, getting them late night cornflake hours. I understand completely. It'd be like that sometimes. Cornflaking it up. Ah, God. I believe in you, Amber. Good luck. Be safe. Especially if they're frosted. Alright. So now that we've got that, we just need to do the time trial, and I'm really not looking forward to that. What's the time trial going to be like? Oh, we can't do it now. Out of curiosity, if I exit... Will it hold on to my green gem? I gotta think it won't, right? It does! I love that. Okay, before we do the time travel, let's check out this door. I feel like I've earned it. Before we have to do that thing. Who are you? Watch your step. Okay. Well, it has one collectible. Assuming that you don't have the same, no damage bit. Oh! That's such a creative mechanic. I hate this. This is terrible. Oh god. Like paper. This is the worst in every way. Oh my god. It's not like Gungeon where you can use spent shells to see where the ground is. Just gotta pay attention to where these guys are moving. That's a small platform, right? But if we land on him and we land ooh! Oh, she has like a edge animation. I'm a sucker for cute idle animations and stuff like that. Well, how was I supposed to do that? What? Game, I feel like you were doing something special here, and that seems stupid. Maybe if I left Tomato Guy alive, something would have happened. So, like... Sure. No. This is awful. I hate this. I hate this so much. Why? Who decided that this is a good idea? It's like when they were making the game. Greg? Yeah, Tony? I'm making this level. Can't figure out why, but the ground keeps falling out from underneath me. It just keeps disappearing. What do you mean? That's ridiculous. I don't know. Well, let's just call it a feature. What? Oh, cool. Thank you. That's frustrating. Like, why did she just like you saw she just, like, got launched to the right there. I don't know why she did that. I didn't want her to, but she just, like, rocketed to the right. And then I was off the platform and had no idea where to go. This is frustrating. And some games actually can do this right. Like this is a thing that you see in some games, but this is not the right way to do it. Well, I would love a checkpoint, by the way. Wow. If you're not careful, you do that spin, she just, like, will shoot off screen. It's nutty. Checkpoint? Hey guys. Stop killing everything. Okay. Well, it's fun if you follow. Like, I like that. This is cool. This saves it for me. Yeah, like that's good. I like that. Like some way to show them where the platforms are. Got achievement for that. So it's like yeah, I don't know. There is a time trial for that. Game, you're the worst kind of person. What's the time trial like? 45 seconds. Let's come back, or we're gonna do that at a later date. We're gonna, you know, come back to that. Well, the thing at the end where you're gliding down, I imagine you can just go straight to the right and cut out that last bit. It's like having to wait. Having to wait periodically to find out where the ground is. That's the thing. If you knew where the ground is, I've got no doubt in my mind we could do that. Like, all things considered, it's not a terribly difficult bit of platforming. It's just you can't see any of the platforms. If they were visible, it'd be very easy. Just to run through it like that, you'd have to. I forgot we were doing a time trial. To do it like that, yeah, you'd have to just know where all of them are. So we're gonna have to practice until we get it right, I suppose. I should be charging like that, shouldn't I? Man, that is a tight timer, isn't it? How close are we? Not very. Man, that is... God, I hate that. That's gonna be rough. We're gonna do that later. We're gonna fight the boss and keep going. Different kind of collectible. You get something for beating the boss. Mother Mona. I'm gonna come back and do it later. I feel like we've been hung up on doing those time trials. Like, as the game gets harder, I really don't want to be hung up on one level for hours just trying to get all the collectibles. Like, we're still trying to have fun, but like, if we have to come back and do a couple things here and there, that's fine. Can I jump on these? I would have thought I could have jumped on those. Mother Mona, why are you acting this way? Oh, they're gonna get it. How do I hit you, by the way? Ah, okay. Oh, she's got a gem on top of her head. I bet that's her weak point. When she slams like that, I'm expecting. Maybe I can jump. I don't know if I have enough height to jump on her. Hold on. Oh, so... Okay. Well, I didn't know. If she hits the ground without hitting you, those turn into platforms. Gotcha. I had no idea. To be honest, my attacking options are very limited. I don't have very many choices besides just jump on something. And she doesn't jump that high. Right. I was expecting her to slam down. Oh, and the fire the fire makes it so you have to go all the way to the top. Gotcha. I was wondering about that. I was like, why does this thorn monster have flamethrowers? Truth be told, I'm not 100% sure why they need to be flamethrowers on a thorn monster. Like, they probably could have just done with, like, I don't know, thorns or vines or something. But, you know, whatever works, right? Ooh, she red. She angy. Ooh. Our attack's getting more, complex. I can respect that. Well, as red as she is, I gotta think this is her last hit. Oh! Oh, right. Man. Is she like pooping spikes at me? Is that what's happening? I just now noticed they're just like... Is that what I'm inferring here? I'm not gonna, like... I'm not gonna kink shame, like, I just want to know, like... Is that in fact what is happening in this situation? I'd like to be on the same page. And it's a fun boss fight. I'm just questioning... Well, I've got a couple complaints. You know me, I like to complain. Like, with that last bit... I was saying how this game isn't... this game is behaving like it wants to be a classic 2D platformer, and yet it's not as difficult as one. And then here I am with the boss killing me. So like, I should probably just shut up about it. I was gonna say there's a couple of attacks here that unless you know what they are, like unless you've experienced them once already, they're gonna hit you. So like, you're kind of forced to die to learn the attacks, which, if we're being honest, is a thing in old 2D platformers. That's a thing. Like, a lot of attacks you just couldn't dodge. You had to play the boss multiple times to figure it out. So like, I want to complain about that, but it's very retro 2D platformer. Honestly, I was feeling like I wanted to take a step away and get something to drink, but I don't want to leave the boss on red. Thank you. I'm glad. I was really hoping one of you... I was really hoping somebody would recognize that was a joke and not just me being stupid. Right. When I said it, I'm like, is this even a joke? Oh, we told them, Big. Got him. I love this cutscene. Oh my god. That rad post-boss anime cutscene. Oh, this is amazing. Chicken Man. What is happening? This game's on drugs. There's no dialogue in this game either. Oh my god. That's amazing. You get like a little bit of anime after the boss fight. That is like... I wish more games did that, because like, it makes you feel like you get a little bit of reward for beating the boss. Man. That was a weird boss fight though. No damage. You love to see it. So there is in fact a no damage thing for bosses also. I mean, now we know. Is there a time trial? I gotta think that's not an option because like you have no say in drugs. You have no say in when you hit the boss. So like, yeah, what's happening? Did we rescue some people? Is that what happened? I was complimenting this game's visual storytelling. That being said, I would like to know what's happening, even a little bit. I'm assuming these were happy woodland creatures that we rescued from the thorn monster? I guess, right? The next area is a frozen area. The collectible for beating the boss is a different shape, but I'm assuming it's the same situation. 778... 667. So, exact same situation, except the next area has one more regular level. Yeah? Yep. And on the world select, it doesn't tell you the speedrun status. Although, if you get all of them, it may let you know. Maybe. In Donkey Kong Country, if you get all of the collectibles in an area, it does give you an indicator when you're on the overworld, but I mean, otherwise it doesn't give you like a percentage or a number out of number. It just it gives you a symbol if you have all of them. So that might be the case. We'll see. What are we doing? This one we have to do time trial. This one we have to do time trial and no damage. If nothing else, I gotta think we can do no damage. And with that, we'll then know because this is the last. Oh my god, you know what I just realized? Watch this. When you touch the time trial thing, all of the crystals disappear. Those are like half of the indicators for where platforms are. The crystals disappear when you're on time trial mode. Oh, the platforms. Well, no, they fall too. I was gonna say maybe platforms stick around. No. What is this? That is sadistic. Game. That takes a lot of balls, let me tell you. Oh man. I feel like the game just slapped me across the face and I just have to put up with it. So what am I gonna do, right? Yeah, I didn't think about that until we showed up in the level and I looked at the pink crystals and I realized that they're half of the indicators where platforms are. Oh god. I mean, I guess like this is an unlockable level, so I recognize it's meant to be like harder. But can we agree that's kind of mean? Like that's messed up. Like even doing it that fast is weird. Like I was questioning how we were going to even do the level that fast, period. And now we're going to have to do it and not see where the platforms are more than usual. Like that, it was already going to be a daunting challenge. I'm mad. Alright, I had to get some complaining out of me, I apologize. I'm over it now. It's fine. We'll be alright. Remember what I was saying before? If it's not a challenge, it's no fun to beat. It's not, you know, if a level's easy, it's not satisfying, right? Yeah. That's why I like challenging myself. It's more satisfying when you get around to doing it. I am planning on going back and doing more Celeste. We reached the end of the story. we reached the end of the story, but there's a ton more things to collect. Apologize, I'm just trying to focus. Like a ton more things to collect, and I've got no idea how long it's going to take us to collect all those things. But, I've got no idea how long that's going to take us, but once we get done with that, I'm planning on doing VVV next. So I'm really looking forward to that. But, yeah, like I said, I've got no idea how long it's going to take us to get everything in Celeste. There's a lot of collectibles, and they get very difficult. I'm looking forward to that, though. I think the two games are pretty comparable. They're both very challenging, precise 2D platformers with an interesting game mechanic, as well as bonus collectibles here and there. So I think the games are actually very similar. Both have like a retro look to them, you know? Alright. Absolutely. Yeah, if you want me to. I always feel bad, like, messaging people about it, but if you give me permission, I will let you know. If I'm thinking correctly at the time, I'll even do it a few minutes before I start up, just to give you a chance to, you know, mosey in on your own time. Queen of the Hill achievement. Do I want to? I kind of want to try doing time trial on here just once. What if, like, we did time trial and we just nailed it the first time? Right? Cool, if you hit the cancel button, it just takes you to the overworld map. I love that. Okay, it doesn't show it on the overworld. I'll be honest, like you've been talking about it, and you make it sound really good. And I know you like it. As much as you hang out around here, I want to play games that you like too. That's in I know it's not a game. Stargate? Didn't you, like, I think you said you're a big Stargate fan, as far as I know. I think that's what it was, right? Stargate? There was some series that I know you were a big fan of. This is me just trying to let you know I pay attention to the things you tell me. I appreciate you, friend. I'm spacey a lot, but I promise I pay attention. I wonder if there's a Star... That's interesting, actually, because Stargate's been around for a while, and yet, like, I don't know if there's any Stargate video games, right? Like, I've never heard of any. I have to look it up, though, to be honest. Like, I've never went out of my way to look for any. It's funny, because there's big franchises out there that don't have nearly as many games as you'd expect they would. Star Wars has a lot. Star Trek has a few. Doctor Who has barely any, and that's funny to me. Thousands of episodes later. And the few Doctor Who games there are out there suck. But there's a really fun tabletop Doctor Who game that I like. There's like tabletop RPGs are like Dungeons and Dragons, where it's like you have sheets of paper and dice, that kind of thing. We call that a tabletop RPG, or a tabletop game sometimes. And Doctor Who is a really fun one. I'm about positive Stargate has one. The reason I know is because everything has a tabletop RPG if you look hard enough. There's one for Supernatural, obviously. There's one for Marvel and DC. There's one for Alien. Ghostbusters has one. Everything has one. You ever want to play the Ghostbusters tabletop RPG? Oh man, I have it downloaded. Yeah, I would have been willing to bet money that there's a tabletop game for Stargate, because everything has a tabletop game. Because, like, they're relatively easy to make, because tabletop games, you don't have to program anything. It's just you have to write up a set of rules, and they could be just reused rules from other games, tweaked slightly. And at that point, it's just to get your sheet of paper and your dice. It requires no technical ability. So nerds be making obscure tabletop games. Cancel a video game. Oh, that's too bad. How long has it been out? That is like an older series though, isn't it? Like I thought that's been around for a while. So I'm surprised by that. But it did like, it concluded a long while back though, right? Like I guess it's less surprising. It's old, but it's also been done for a while, right? Trading card game. I love that. Alright, game. We're gonna... So hear me out. We're going to utilize our glide a lot more and just try to glide from one background asset to the next. Alright, yeah, you can't glide out of jumping on enemy. So that's the thing, we're just gonna glide from background asset to enemy, and hopefully that does it. Well, you can't glide out of attacking an enemy, so when we attack an enemy, we're going to have to waste some time landing directly below where we were. Really? That's screwed up. We actually did it. Not on our first try, like on our second try? What the hell? What is wrong with me? Yeah, if you just have to go. Like you... Wow. I was so intimidated by that. I need to knock it off. Hey, thank you for the bits, Pig. I appreciate you. Tell you what, if I ever get a
Well done.
Yeah, thank you. If I ever get a Stargate tabletop campaign off the ground, I'll ask if you want to join in on it. See how that goes. I imagine it'd be a lot of fun. Because it seems like a Stargate has a very interesting world, like, because in tabletop games you can just take all of the different things that exist in that universe and just do what you want with them. And it sounds like there's a lot of really cool stuff in there to play around with.
Well done.
So look at that gold stopwatch there. The way that they're shaped, like the increments of time on there are shaped like ovals, and the fact that they stagger them. Does that look like a watermelon to you? Like the way those like ovals are in there, like watermelon seeds. I'm getting watermelon vibes off that stopwatch, and I might just be hungry. All right, yeah, that's I wonder if that's intentional. I can't imagine it. Maybe. I don't know. Oops. Although, yeah, we still have to do that underwater one though. And that's, I don't know how we're gonna do that, because we didn't even come close. But I suppose if we were charging like constantly. But man, I'm not doing it right now. We're gonna go to the next area. Because that one I know is going to take a bit more time. And you know, we're going to check out the ice level. It's funny because sliding salad, as bad as her momentum is, like it takes her a good bit of time to go from a standstill to walking. I can't even imagine how much worse it's going to be with ice physics. But I mean, maybe they won't have ice physics. I'm joking, it's a 2D platformer game and it's a nice level. Oh. That's not as bad as I thought it was actually. Because she actually takes off from a standstill at exactly the same speed she normally does. It's just here she doesn't, when you let go of the joystick, she just keeps going. That's the only difference, she doesn't stop as soon when you let go of the joystick. And if you jump, it alleviates that. Yeah, it's a 2D platformer and it's a nice level. There's no way in the world they're not going to do ice physics, like, because think about it. If you're doing a 2D platformer and you have an ice level, what other way would you indicate that it's an ice level besides ice physics, right? If you didn't have ice physics, it would just be like a regular level in every way, but now it's all white and blue. Oh my god, look at the faces on those things. I just noticed them. They look scared for their life. Their eyes are bugging out, their teeth are clenched. Look at that. What is going on in that igloo? It just flashes pink and all of a sudden a terrifying carrot comes shooting out. What is happening in there? My god. Well, when a mama carrot and a daddy carrot love each other very much, apparently it involves purple. Alright, well, you know what they say. Bird in the hand's worth two in the bush. I love the scream they do when you land on them. It's quiet, but I love. That's such a good scream. Oh, I love that. So they're not happy about it either. Oh, our dragon fruit friend came back. Oh God. Jesus. I know we could kill those dragon fruit by like doing that at them, but like I don't want to. Because I love them. Oh, almost did it again. I do enjoy how they have the Kaze letters, the exact same way that Donkey Kong Country has the Kong letters. It's clearly just taking that, but like, I don't know. I think there's a difference between like an homage, taking inspiration from something, and plagiarizing something. I don't know. Maybe it is a fine line. Maybe it's a slippery slope. I don't feel like it was done in a malicious way. It's not like they're trying to pass it off on their own. I don't think anyone would be like, no, the Kaze letters that is unique to this game, they invented it. Like, it's not like they're trying to pass it off like that. I think you're meant to know that it's the Donkey Kong Country reference thing. Oh, gotcha. Okay, well you gotta go back. That's fine. Probably easier that way, actually. Oh, I just recognized that's a bunny with its ears all twisted up. I like this game. It's been fun so far. A couple things I could complain about, but God, you know me, I could complain about anything. Oh, you know what might be fun? I haven't done a pacifist video in a while, and this one genuinely seems like it'd be fun to do pacifist, because a lot of these enemies, like, I'm trying to remember like everything that everywhere we've been so far, but combined with the fact that she has a hover ability, I don't know how many of these enemies would be like mandatory kills. I can't imagine it'd be very many. It would just add a layer of difficulty. I think that might be fun. Get around to that eventually. Maybe once we beat the game. I have not played any of the Rayman games on stream. Mostly because I can't really emulate them. Rayman 2 is a PS2 game, and I can't emulate PS2. I can only do PS1 and older. It's a little disappointing because I actually really like Rayman. Wow, I say really. I like Rayman 2. A lot of it is nostalgia glasses, like that's one of the ones I grew up with and had a lot of fun playing as a child, but... Oh, are there? Well, probably, yeah, actually, now that you say that, because Ty the Tasmanian Tiger is a GameCube game, and then I've since found out it's available on Steam. and that's why I grabbed that up there. So I actually might look for that because Rayman 1 is a 2D platformer. I'm not a big fan. I really like. Wow, I keep saying really. I like Rayman 2 though. It's not the best 3D platformer in the world, but I think it's. I don't know. It's creative and definitely worth playing if you've never played it. Like I wouldn't rant and rave about it, but I would absolutely recommend giving it a play sometime. Wouldn't be surprised though. Actually, as I was saying it, I was thinking like, I wouldn't be surprised if it was ported onto some other systems. So like, some games that you wouldn't expect have like a Dreamcast port, or some other obscure system, or like PC or something. It's like a lot of games I'm noticing that I've been wanting to play and I couldn't because I can't emulate the system in question. I just never even thought to look at all of the different things it's ported to. Might give that a look at. I'm guessing you're a Rayman fan, because otherwise you wouldn't have asked about it, right? I'm curious about your Rayman thoughts. Like, which one's your favorite? What do you like about them? You know, stuff like that. Oh, by a second and a half. Oh, that's too bad. Not even. No damage though, really. Alright, I mean, yeah, we got one of the things we set out to get. I suppose that's alright. Ah, gotcha. It's fun though. Actually, it's funny because a lot of old, games that I like are specifically the second one in the series. And actually now I'm thinking about it, like Rayman 2 I like, it's the only Rayman game I like. Crash Bandicoot 2 I like, it's the only Crash Bandicoot game I like. Silent Hill 2 I like. I Respect 1, not a huge fan, so like that one a little bit, but the rest of them I don't like. I'm sure there's other examples. Donkey Kong Country 2 is my favorite game of all time, because while I like 1, 2 is just amazing. And then the rest of them I don't like. Game on Game Boy Color. I wouldn't be surprised for a lot of games got weird Game Boy ports. So like a lot of them were playing like they were the same game, but like converted to Game Boy Color. And some of them were like really fun, but I don't know, some of them were ill-advised, but it was certainly interesting. A while back I did Gex 2 is a 3D platformer, and they converted it to a 2D Game Boy game, and it's just the funniest thing. But like Donkey Kong, they turned it into a Game Boy game. Like most series back in the day, you forget how significant the Game Boy was when it got released. People like, there's better stuff now, but believe me, yeah, back in the day when the Game Boy came out, it was like it shook the industry. It single-handedly made portable gaming a thing, because it wasn't the first one, it was the first successful one. It was very successful. So you better believe back in the day, every franchise on the planet made their own Game Boy game, and a lot of them were just ports of existing console games, but some of them weren't. I'm sorry, Big. Can't look at chat at the exact right. I keep wanting to go up there. It's dead end. Look at the face on that man. Hold on. Rayman 2 is it? Really? Okay. If there's a PS1 version of it, I'll play that. Yeah, that sounds fun. So hold on. It's gonna take me a second to finagle this, but it's gonna be worth it. I promise. Hold on. That does sound fun. Give it a look at because I wasn't aware that was a thing. This is the face that those carrots make. Like, look at that man. He was just born into this world, and he's experienced terror that you could never fathom. From the womb to the tomb, but you know, he's going next day shipping. He's taking a shortcut. He looks like Yikes-B, but more scared. Like scared Yikes, I guess. Or just extremely Yikes, I suppose, like just Yikes-B times 50. That's what I mean. I wasn't sure how well you guys could see it with how fast they go, and then when I pause it, the screen turns dark. I wanted to show you. Look at this man. Alright. I just thought that was funny. I gotta move this all back to where it was. How am I doing this? Hold on. Alright. Oh, I will say, I've been needing to... Actually, on your end, it may be distorted. I'm sorry. So, here I'll show you this real quick. For me... For me, this is what the game looks like. This is the proportions I'm working with. I forgot I had to stretch it a bit for you guys. So on your end, it looks taller than it is. I had to stretch to make it fit satisfyingly within my format, to fit the game frame. But this is what it's supposed to look like. I just realized that you guys were looking at a slightly distorted version, and I apologize for that, but like... there's no way in the world I'd be able to play like with it just sitting in the middle like this. My brain would hate me forever. So I end up having to do one of these. It's not terribly distorted, but it is taller than it is normally. Don't know why I felt dishonest about that, but I wanted to tell you to alleviate my my soul-crushing guilt. Alright. Oh, this level is really pretty music, I just noticed. Game, stop interrupting my pretty music time. I love this music. Hold on. I'm gonna turn up a bit. I'm gonna sip a coffee for a minute and just turn up the music a bit, because this is actually really nice music. Ice levels typically have pretty music, but this one's just like, I don't know why I like this one so much. Yeah, like that's I don't know. I'm probably being weird about it, but I I'm a big fan of video game music. You find some good game music and it's just like it just I don't know. Hits different. Some video games they have really good music. And I like stopping every once in a while to enjoy it, you know. If I was doing my charge, I could be going faster. She moves a bit faster when she's charging. Oh! I may not need to, though. We'll see how close this is. Alright. Not bad. Hey, alright, that's everything there. Yeah, I said we'll skip a couple collectibles if they're giving us a headache and we can come back and do them later. I'm not going to stress about it too much, but if we are able to get them all at like first pass, that'd be great. Less to come back and do later, but you know, we're just not going to stress about it. We're here to have fun. Try to. I did want to test something though, just out of curiosity. We'll go on to the next level. Oh, hold on. Wait. I'm curious about. Oh, okay. Yeah. So we're gonna go back. Hold on. You see that flag, the bunny flag, the red flag with the gold bunny on it? That is there to indicate you've beaten that world. And it's hard to know because we don't get to see this bit before we beat this world, but you see the flagpole there? The second area has a flagpole exactly in the same spot, just without the flag. Look. It's got the flagpole, but the flag's not up. So I think once we beat the boss, the flag will go up there. And I don't know why I enjoy that. I'm weird, right? I enjoy little details and things so much. Alright. I like an indicator that lets you know when you beat a level. God, I'm such a nerd. I'm so sorry. Alright, I wanted to check something. Something that's very likely not going to be a thing, but I want to find out anyway. Alright. What I was beating the level pacifist just because I mean, it was a long shot, but the fact that they give you that many collectibles, a collectible for time trial and then one for not taking damage, I figured there was a greater than 0% chance that they'd give you something for not killing any enemies, but I just wanted to test it because we had mentioned we were going to come back and do these pacifist anyway, so I wanted to go back and see. We'll have to keep track on our own. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, that was that level pacifist, and I recognize it was the first level, so it's going to be the easiest one to do, but believe me when I say I had fun playing through that level like that. Like, more fun even. Slingshot ride. In this economy? Hey, this is one of those slingshot rides I've heard so much about. Sir, it is literally raining. You're not allowed to be on fire. Nailed it. I still don't know what those guys are supposed to be. That's bugging me. Like, I'm guessing peppers, but they look weird for that. Like, they look almost like carrots, but flamey. Or else. Thank you, Big. Big, I respect you, and I appreciate you. Nailed it. Or else. Thank you. Alright, I was, you know. You give me infinite lives and we can just have fun and derp around a bit. I think that's actually good. No. Nah, that was stupid. Let's actually do this successfully. How about that? As fast as they go, that's actually it's a bit more tall order than I expected it would be. Why do I've got all the time in the world. Why am I playing like this? I'm being impatient. See, I'm impatient. Ooh. Alright, thank you for the gifts, the Prime sub, rather. I apologize, I'm bad with words. Hope you're doing well today, friends. Thank you for the sub. You're wonderful, and I always appreciate the time we get to spend together on stream. I'm gonna make it weird. Really? Yeah. Rad. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright, team, we're making progress. I am gonna, hold on, the thing we did last time with the Carrot Man, we're gonna do the same with this, whatever it is. We're doing this. I had a lot of fun doing it last time, so that's what we're gonna do. Because I love the faces that these things make. Look at that man. He's seen horrors you couldn't begin to imagine. Oh, when you gaze long into an abyss, the abyss also gazes into you, and he's been there. Anywho, thank you. Appreciate you for indulging my lunacy, probably. I don't know. Not sure what else to call it. Oh, it's a big box. Ooh. That box chonking around. That box is comfortable in the body that it's in, and I respect that. Alright, there we go. Probably a waste of time, but I enjoy the faces that these guys make. Interesting looking slingshots though. Darn. Yeah, she falls a bit faster than I would expect her to. So, like, I don't want to say a bit faster than you would expect her to, because I don't know how fast you expect her to fall. But I don't expect her to fall that fast. She has a surprising amount of momentum and weight. You think she would control like she's very light. She controls like she's driving a Jeep. Ah, okay. I was wondering about those containers. The correlation with the markings on them. That one had a heart on it, so I mean, that makes all the sense in the world. Why would I do that? I know how skimpy this game is with checkpoints. Why would I do that? I wanted to check down there. And this one has a diamond on it, so it would give you those pink things, right? Yeah. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm learning. You know what it is? I've been playing Celeste so much recently. In Celeste, when you die, it just lets you start over from like right where you're at mostly. Like, very rarely does it ever not. So like, I wanted to test what was down there, and Celeste has got me in the habit of just like, you know, just jump into a pit, see what happens. It is satisfying, the noise that those make though. That snap that the slingshot makes. I gotta look down there without jumping down there, so I'm gonna. What are you? Oh. This one we actually get to control. Look at her character model. That is family-friendly stream, man. That's very inappropriate. Checkpoint. Now I'm allowed to check. Because checkpoint, right. I do wish there was a different reason to use this. Like, the only ever time you do this is when you grab those things from underground. It does nothing else. I mean, so far, I suppose. Yeah, I'd love it if we could use that for some other reason. Because not all of those things are even underground, so not only is it exclusively to get those things from underground, it's just like most of those things you don't need to use it for either. I'm having a hard time phrasing. It exists exclusively to get those those pink gems, but nearly all of those pink gems you don't need it anyway. shoots me off to the right, so let's check out what's down here. Oh. Kaze, good morning. How are you doing today, friend? I appreciate you and hope you are doing well. What is this all about? I wish you'd stop doing this. Or not, don't let me tell you what to do. Oh my god. Nailed it. Oh no, not even a little bit. I've got really weird sleep schedules. Sometimes I wake up at like 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. and we've got hive mates from all kinds of different time zones. Nailed it. We've got a lot of people from like Europe and stuff, so just to simplify things, I just always say good morning, which I think is fine. Like, because either way, like I wouldn't have said good morning, so either way I get to tell them good morning, whether it's still morning or not. Like happy belated good morning. I'm weird, I'm sorry. But, yeah, no, I'm glad you decided to stop by. Whoop, whoop. This has been a wild ride of a game so far. Really fun, but yeah, just, okay, we already got the green. So once you get those crystals, yeah, you can, why would I ever? I make terrible decisions and I'm a bad person. Alright. Whoop. Man, I wish I was good at video games. That'd make this whole experience much easier. Right. It was a bit ago now, but I stopped in your stream that one time, and it was, let me just say, it made my heart happy to find out that you do in fact wear a cozy sweater. I don't know why that made me as happy as it did, but, I mean, accurate. A lot of people talk the talk, but cozy sweaters out there just, putting in the work. No! I'm mad. Angry. Miffed even. If you'll excuse my language. I mean, that sounds fun too. Big fan of basements, but I'm also like a weeb, and there's a correlation there. I will say, a cozy sweater or blanket when it's like really cold, that is like 10 out of 10 comfort. That's as good as it gets. To the point where like, I'll turn on my air conditioning until it's like way too cold just to wrap myself in a nice blanket. I had somebody question me on that one time. They're like, why don't you just not turn on the air conditioning? They don't understand. Alright, that's everything. We just have to not die. So, hey. No. I'm so upset with myself right now. I'm like, I don't know where that thing is going to shoot me, and I don't want to risk it, so I'm just going to jump right at the thing and end the level because I don't want to mess around with whatever end of level bonus stuff there is. I just want. Oh, I'm the worst person. All right. We're back at it, team. Your boy B's out here again, doing dumb stuff, right? Basement apartments are cheaper. Yeah, no, I feel you on that. I actually have had 2 separate basement apartments, and in the summer, whoa, chef's kiss. It is amazing. Okay, we're gonna have another sip of coffee. We're gonna learn to forgive ourselves, and we're gonna shake it off. We're gonna play better, and we're not gonna, beat ourselves up about it. We're playing video games to have fun, right? Right. It's fine. Having fun and stuff. Yeah, I will say, like, I overheat really easily. So, it's wild when, like, it's over 100 degrees outside and your basement apartment is just, like, slightly warm, but not really. Like, it's just very... Oh, it's nice. It's nice to have. Guys, cozy sweaters become too powerful. she's wearing sweaters all the time, and now nobody can stop her. We were warned. Oh God, we should have listened. Yeah, because that's the thing. Like you said, I had said it's nice in the summer, but I think you were. You described it more accurately. It's just well insulated. So hot and cold, it keeps the temperature really well. I mean, if we're being honest, Cozy, as disappointing as it is to lose the sweater war, I'm kind of glad it's over. Like, enough blood has spilled. Like, it's enough. Like, it needs to be over. No matter how it has to end, it has to end. Hey, Nematody. Good morning, friend. I appreciate it. Hope your doctor visit is going well for you, as well as a doctor visit can go. Yeah, sweaters are, like, underrated. Because, besides being comfy, you really don't have to care what you look like if you just wear a sweater around. Like, planning an outfit, nah, I'm just gonna wear an oversized sweater and people aren't even gonna know I'm a human being. I'm gonna look like a hamper of laundry and nobody can stop me. Just leave your house, leave your house in an oversized sweater and a baseball cap, and you just, Dang. You have a copy of Twilight Princess? I used to, but like that was way back. Like I lost that a long time ago. It's funny how you lose games and stuff like that, and you've got no memory of how they vanished. Like, how do you lose stuff like that? I like Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is a really good one. I like Ocarina of Time because of course I do, but I'm a big Zelda fan. Big Zelda fan. When I first started working, my very first check at McDonald's when I was still a child went to buying a Wii, and that was one of the very first games I had. Because I never had the GameCube version, I just got that one. That one, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I had Trauma Center for the Wii. And it was really cool because it's like a surgery game. It plays out like one of those over-the-top medical dramas, but it was a surgery game, so you actually got to use the Wiimote to like stitch people up and stuff. It was a lot of fun. Nothing wrong with that, Nematode. I just wear a odd mismatch of comfy pants and t-shirts. Oh yeah, Link is a very good boy. Any game with a puppy, 10 out of 10. Although Skyward Sword has a function where you can... Oh, no. Yeah, Skyward Sword has a function where you can pick up and pet puppies. But Twilight Princess has that also, actually. So, it's good that way. In my opinion, every game should have the option to pet animals. That's just, that's my dad on that. Becky, good morning. How are you doing, friend? Appreciate you. You just turtle up in a sweater. You withdraw into the sweater. Nothing wrong with that. Oh, that's precious. I love that. Lots of games do that now. Enter the Gungeon, you can pet the puppy. Turtle mode activate. Stardew, you can interact with all of your animals and pet them, and they'll love you. I love Stardew. I miss my animals. I really want to go open up the farm and hang out with them again. But we had our cat named Miso in Stardew. I miss Miso. I'm a nerd and I just love animals so much. That's who I am as a person. Why would you ever? Guys, we're gonna die here. We're gonna spend the rest of our lives in this level. This is purgatory. I'm being punished for the sins I've committed in my lifetime, which, honestly, fair. Oh, Cozy Sweater Gamer, you are a D&D player also, actually. I remember that about you now. Nematode here is actually, has her very first game coming up. She's really excited about that. So she's gonna start her D&D journey soon. I'm not sure, you're a player, Cozy, right? Like, you're a player, not a DM. What kind of, classes are your favorite? I will crucify somebody, okay? It's fine. You don't need to get all upset about it. I'm sorry. Oh, you're usually a DM, okay. Hey. Respect. I'm also a DM. Every once in a while, it is fun to, be a player again, you know. A monk and a cleric, I love that. I love monks, I love clerics, and paladins. Those are my favorite three, so I think that's actually... I love that you picked those two. I'm not sure, I'm assuming you go for 5th edition because nearly everybody plays 5th edition now. I don't like how they nerfed clerics really hard. Why? Oh god. I'm leaving this level. We're coming back. We're doing this some other time. I'm getting frustrated. I don't know why. Why could we not do that? That shouldn't be difficult at all. Oh man, alright. It's fine. We're gonna go have some fun. Tiger popsicle, gotcha. I know, Nematode's a really good artist also. I'm happy. I remember that, like, there's a lot of excitement. Like, I still get excited when I play D&D. But having it be your first time playing, like, that's just great. I'm happy for you. Yeah, like, honestly, I play a bit of 5th edition just because, like, whoops. Like I said, it seems to be all people like to play. So it's that or nothing. It's just very hard to find games otherwise. But, my own personal preference is Pathfinder. I'm not sure if you're familiar. It's a modified version of 3.5. That's my favorite. But honestly, as long as you have a good DM and you're playing with a group of people that you get along with, like, I don't really think it matters all that much, right? I'm a nerd, so obviously I've got very strong opinions about one or the other, but, like, you know, you and your friends are having fun, that's what matters. Well, I mean, every class is overpowered in 5th edition. Those, like, what do they call them? Death saves? Those death saves are ridiculous. I'm mad about it. They gave, like, every class a healing ability. Yeah, monks in 5e are just broken. Like, out and out broken. Like, you have a 7th level monk. They're just a walking god of destruction. It's terrifying. I kind of like it because I love monks, but try the Pathfinder. I got you. That's fair. To be honest, I've said something similar just about a lot of nerd communities in general. There's a lot of gatekeeping and snobbery, and I recognize I just got done bashing 5e. I recognize that about myself. I'm trying to get better at it. Like just if somebody's gonna enjoy something, let them enjoy it, right? So I'm trying really hard not to like to offer my opinion, but not like bash stuff, you know. There's a lot of I've bumped into that a lot too, but like in I mean I've personally seen that in, like, nearly every D&D community. It's kind of sad how it seems to draw those kinds of people in. That's what I was saying. If you're ever in a group where you can play with your friends, that it's a really nice time. Whoa, okay. There's a lot going on here. It's the weirdest ice level. Yeah, it's interesting. Back, actually not too long ago, it was, I'm not going to say unheard of to bump into girls playing D&D, but like, it was much rarer. Now it's just like commonplace, you don't think about it. But yeah, back in the day, it's funny, it just rarely ever happened. And people do be gatekeeping, they really do. Yeah, and I was, I've said a few times, COVID's terrible, like the pandemic thing going on is awful, but minor silver lining with everyone, like there's been a boom in games being played online. So like it's never been easier to play games online with people, and doing D&D with people in other countries is just very easy to do now. Yeah, that's like that's a problem with like, I don't want to say all nerds, but it very much is a thing where in the nerd community, I don't want to say everybody, but there is a lot of bigotry going on. Like that's always been an issue with nerd subculture. So not everybody, but there typically does seem to be a lot of that. That's what I was saying. I prefer to only ever play with friends, like people I know and have a good time with. Like I imagine it could also be a nice way to meet people, but I don't know. That I'm just a mess socially. A hard time meeting new people. But no, all that sad stuff aside. No, I'm mad about this. This game got hard quick. No, I wanted to ask though, because you said you're mostly a DM, but you're doing a game as a player at the moment. I was going to ask you what your current character is. Unless you don't want to tell me, that's reasonable. Don't mind me. But no, it's I just said I didn't want to talk about it anymore. Here I am. Yeah, bigotry and gatekeeping have been two issues with nerddom for a very long time. Oh, right. A Kobold Cleric. I love that. Oh, no, I wanted to, sorry, I keep getting distracted and changing the topic. I just, spacey. I take this medicine and I get really, like, brain foggy. I apologize if I'm kind of all over the place. But, no, when I said, clerics got nerfed, the only reason I said that is because in 5e they're only allowed one domain. In Pathfinder they can have 2 domains. So, like, when I was considering making a character a cleric in one game I got invited to, until I found out that, like, yeah, they only have 1 domain, I just couldn't do it. Going from 2 to 1, it was just like, I didn't want to. How do you... Oh, I'm an idiot. Kobolds are fun. I have a lot of fun playing as monstrous races. I've got a, well, it's older now, but I've got a Hobgoblin Gladiator, who I have a lot of fun playing as. But I'm a DM, so, like, yeah, I'm in that situation where I keep coming up with character ideas and I just never get to actually play as them, so you make them into NPCs, right? Lots and lots of NPCs that I just want to play as. Yeah, that's fair also. I was, yeah, like, you were saying they were OP. They made a lot of classes a lot stronger. Monks, their martial arts just made them, like, I would say broken, but if every class is overpowered, then it kind of balances out, right? Like, if everyone's overpowered. I think that's an interesting way to look at it. I don't know. Fun though. I've been trying to say nice things about things also. I'm just very opinionated all the time. You know, that's something I've been working on about myself. I bash stuff less. Try to see the good in things, because people are just out there trying to enjoy themselves, right? Like, let people enjoy stuff. They did, what other classes did they do? nice things. I feel like maybe I've been a little more complaining than positive, so let me drop a compliment on 5th edition here so I feel better about it. Because one thing I've been saying for just always is, in my mind, the one thing that 5th edition excels at is they removed a lot of stuff, but in doing so they streamlined combat like in such a great way. Because I love all of those rules. Like, I love extra rules, like, I really do. But it got so complicated. Combat would just take like an hour plus just for one random encounter. And 5th edition simplified it so much. Streamlined it, like you can have combat so much easier now. So I appreciate it for that. Circle of the Moon Druid. Oh, I like that actually. I multi-classed a druid once. It was a druid with a... what was it? A druid with a wizard, and the wizard's domain was something nature-y related. It was a while ago, but something kind of similar. 2 separate magic users that were themed after the same, like, nature, basically. If we're being honest, I've never actually played 4th edition. It's... I'd say the only one I haven't done, but maybe. Just never got around to it, I suppose. I stuck on Pathfinder, and I never did, or I should say 3.5, and then eventually I switched to Pathfinder. But I never got into 4th edition until God, I'm sorry, my brain's having a hard time focusing, right? I stuck with Pathfinder until I ran out of people to play with, like nobody was playing Pathfinder anymore, so that's when I started doing some 5th edition, but that was after 5th edition came out, so I kind of skipped 4th. Yeah, it's just modified 3.5. That's why I went from 3.5 to Pathfinder. I just thought it was more refined. Cool. Hold on, I know I can... I'm not going to go over every character I've played as, but I did want to tell you about one of them because I think it's... Anyway, they were a centaur cleric, and their domain was healing, but specifically medicine. And I did that exclusively so I can make the joke that they were the centaur for disease control. And I love that. That's very good. Yeah, like for being honest, like I'm not gonna lie about it. I'm not a fan of 5th edition. They do a lot of things I don't enjoy, but there's a lot of good there too. And like I said, they made combat so much better. 4th edition, right? You said 4th edition fixed that. Well, I'm trying to find nice things to say, so I'm still gonna say it. 5th edition combat. Whether it invented it or not, it still does it. So, like, if we're just comparing Pathfinder and 5th edition, right? That's still true. Fifth edition does have a few fun, interesting races to play as, but I'm also a huge fan of, really? I'm a huge fan of homebrewing my own races. I've got like a half Fey race, like a humanoid spider race, a few different things. When I get bored, I homebrew races. Yeah, like I've never played it myself, but I've heard like people, like you know how people like to complain about things, myself included, right? Try not to point fingers here, but I've always heard people say just like negative things about 4th edition. I've never played it. I'd be willing to give it a try. So where is this? I can't find this first half of green thread. So I mean, I guess if I don't find it now, I'll just yeah, give one more pass through the level if we don't find it. Yeah, I just, we can pass through here. I want to come back and get everything, but I don't want to spend too much time on this one level. I just, like, yeah, people, like that's the way people are. I'm not going to say, like, my opinions are the good ones and the people who disagree have bad ones. Like, that's not right. But you know, you just gotta accept people. We got different opinions on stuff. I might not like it, but I might like it. So I absolutely believe it would be worth giving a try. You seem to know what you're talking about, and you recommend it. So there you go. It's funny actually, because I was talking about tabletop games earlier in the stream, like not D&D, but just other weird, bizarre tabletops. Like I've got a collection of PDFs for bizarre tabletop games. So like I've got a tabletop game for Ghostbusters. That's a really fun one. It's the weirdest example I can think off the top of my head, but I know there's more. Yeah. Alright, let's go to the next level. Yeah, I hate that we didn't get that green thing. Ropes of Hope. Alright, I'm sorry, I recognize you show up in chat and we just have like the conversation devolved into me just explaining at you my opinions on things. So I apologize for that. But I do appreciate hearing your opinions on these things. Good to talk to another D&D player, you know. Okay, those things just... I thought those things just broke outright. They fall. Right. That's fine. What other ones? There's a lot of really fun ones out there. Not sure if you're familiar at all with Steven Universe. There's a fun Steven Universe one. You get to make your own crystal gem. Yeah, I've never had the opportunity to run it, but I do. Oops! I like how the character creation I looked over thoroughly. It's I mean, it's fun just making characters, honestly, like making your own crystal gems. You have the Monopoly. I love that. I hate to. I promise I'm just trying to push my stuff on you, but I don't know if you might be in the Discord. If you're in the Discord, would you take a picture of it for me? Because I'm actually really curious about that. Why don't you just Google it yourself? I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fair. My bad. I'm over here giving you homework. That does sound like a lot of fun, but yeah, I could probably manage if I, you know. They do be making Monopoly about stuff, though. Like, not as much as they used to, but back in the day, everything had a Monopoly. It was the weirdest thing. Because you wouldn't think. And now it's all just tabletop games. Anywhere, like memes or everything else, or... I don't know. I'm sure I'll find it. I appreciate it, friend. Good of you to do. Okay, what am I... Right. Nailed it. Perfect. Right. What are we doing? Right, I gotta bonk these vegetals. Eh. Wait. Oh, this is actually a fun one. Oh, I've got no idea how close that was. But very. That's a good one. Man, I haven't seen Steven Universe in a while. I'm really bad at like only watching the same shows I like over and over and over again and not trying new stuff. And Steven Universe for a while was one of the ones that I just watched over and over again. But not for a while. Hey, looking forward to it. I appreciate that, friend. I'm looking forward to it. Have another drink of coffee. How, I don't know, that probably is a good place to wrap up. I'm gonna go look at that. Yeah. We've been playing for a little while, and I could probably stand to get some stuff done, right? Oh, alright. Well, Cozy, I appreciate you hanging out with me on chat and talking nerd talk. Nima Toady, I'm not sure if she's still here. She was in the hospital doing stuff, poking in and out. But if you're there, I hope you're doing well. Big's been hanging out. Always rad. Becky, she may have dipped a while ago. She's always good company. Crafty was here when the stream first started, so if you're still here. You as well. You're a good friend. I'll see you guys around. Appreciate you. Be kind to yourself, even if you don't want to be, It's tough out there. Hey! That makes my heart smile. You guys are great. Yeah, no, be good to yourself. I'll see you guys around.